What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. I hope everybody's doing okay. I thought I'd put this video together very quickly because it's by far the most asked question which I'm getting at the moment, and that is, should I bulk, cut or maintain during this period of time when I don't have access to the gym? And that's a very good question. What you do is going to be dependent upon two important factors, right? The first one being, how much equipment do you have at home? The second one being, how experienced are you as a lifter? Okay, so are you a complete beginner? You've only been training for a couple of months, you don't really have that much muscle. Or are you the complete extreme where you've been training for years and you've actually built up a significant amount of muscle mass? And for most people, you're probably somewhere in between. So if I was faced with a situation where I could only train with bands and my body weight, then it's more than likely going to be the case where I would just maintain, okay? The only exception would be if you're a beginner. Okay, if you're a beginner, you could technically still go on a bulk because you don't really have a huge amount of muscle mass, and to be honest, your body weight and bands might be sufficient enough to actually create enough of an overload for you to build new muscle tissue. For everyone else, intermediate trainers and advanced trainers, I recommend you just maintain, okay? If you try to go on a bulk and there's just not really sufficient stimulus, there's not enough of an overload, then it's more than likely going to be the case that any additional weight which you gain is going to be more fat than muscle tissue. So in that situation, I would follow a structured training program. Speaking of which, I've just put one together, which is available now. It's the Bodyweight and Band Lockdown Game Plan program. This is a 10-week program split into two phases, and this is just comprised of movements including body weight and resistance bands. If you're in a situation where you've got an adjustable bench, dumbbells, or adjustable dumbbells and a pull-up bar, then that allows you to do, quite a lot more. And a lot of you guys, again, should probably be in a situation where you maintain. But if the dumbbells are heavy enough, then you could bulk if you wanted to, because you can have a pretty goddamn good workout with heavy dumbbells. Okay, if you're lucky enough to have like dumbbells which go up to 30 kilograms or 40 kilograms or even more, then there's a lot that you can do. If you do have that little setup, then again, I would follow a structured training program which is going to allow you to hit all muscle groups equally. Speaking of which, there is a program which is included in the lockdown game plan. This is the dumbbell, bench and chin-up bar program. Again, it's a 10-week program split into two phases, 5 weeks each. So that gives you a wide selection of exercises which you can do using the dumbbells, the chin-up bar, the bench and resistance bands as well. If you are one of the lucky ones and you have a full-on rig or a cage or a setup like mine, then you can literally pretty much do whatever you were doing, before all this madness happened. Okay, with the rig I've got, I can pretty much perform the majority of the compound movements which I need to. I can continue as normal. Now, what I'm doing specifically is I'm gonna bulk, okay? The problem I have in my situation right now in Dubai is I can't go outside. I can't go for walks. You're not allowed to go out to do exercise. So I've noticed my step count has been hit massively. I usually do around 15,000 steps a day. That's what I was averaging before all of this happened. Now it's less than that. It's about 10,000 steps less. Okay, so I'm noticing I'm burning less calories. I'm doing a lot more resting. And I'm finding that because I'm stuck in my apartment I'm keeping busy, but because I'm just stuck in my apartment, I'm like right next to the fridge, I'm thinking about food more. And because I don't really have much to look forward to these days, I look forward to food, okay? So for me, realistically, going on a cut when I'm burning less calories and thinking about food more, it's gonna be very challenging for me. So I might as well take this time to actually put on a bit of muscle. So for the majority of you guys, it's gonna be a situation where you'll be maintaining, okay? So maintenance means you are not gaining weight, your weight is just sort of staying the same. You're not in a calorie surplus, you're not in a calorie deficit, or at least over the week, on average, that's what it should be. Okay, if you don't know what your maintenance calorie intake levels should be, that's something which you just need to figure out for yourself, just a little bit of trial and error. If you try and use calculators and formulas online to try and figure out what that might be, a lot of these are quite unrealistic or unreliable, so I would just figure it out for yourself, okay? One way of doing that is just taking your weight now, okay, today, and then seeing how that changes over a period of time. So you track your weight every day. If your weight is going up, then you're consuming too much. You need to pull back on your calories. If your weight is going down, you need to eat a little bit more. But ideally, weight on average should be staying the same. In terms of macros, I wouldn't worry too much about your ratio of carbs and fats, but protein, you do need to be ensuring that you're eating enough protein, so that should be around 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. My protein target for the day is around 210 to 220, and if I get heavier, then that requirement is going to go up a little bit. And then all of the things outside of training and nutrition, obviously you need to pay attention to, such as sleep. Sleep, you should be getting 7-8 hours per night. Stress should be low. Alcohol intake, any drug intake should be to a minimum. So that is what I would do given those different scenarios. But like I said before, there's no point in just stressing out and worrying about the situation, okay? Realistically, we're not going to be looking at our very best right now, but you know, this is all going to be over pretty soon, hopefully. The most important thing is just to stay fit, stay healthy, and to keep active. The positive benefits of just doing any kind of exercise is going to be especially helpful during this period of time, especially if you're just stuck in the house all day, okay? You need that little boost of positivity which you get from doing exercise, okay? So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out those new home workout routines which are included in the lockdown game plan. Link in the description. See you guys soon.